Shalom, 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 my brothers and sisters. Thank you for tuning in to another podcast and another recording here for Liberation Tabernacle of Yah. I am your brother, Morey Arya Israel. Yes, sir, indeed. All praises, all glory, and all honor goes to our cherisher, our sustainer, our source, our power, our everything. Yes, sir, the Most High. Psalm we say Yahweh in Hebrew. We say Yahuwah, different things. But all praises to our Creator, our Father, our Abba Yah. Hallelujah, hallelujah. Like I said, one more time, I thank you, brothers and sisters, for all of the new subscribers to subscribe to the channel, and those of you who have been subscribed for a long time and just viewing the channel. Even if you hadn't subscribed, I greatly appreciate you for taking your time out to even listen to the message that I present here. It is all for to make us think about things that we have been told, and just to make us just look and analyze things, brothers and sisters. So even today, no, like I said, this before getting started too. I pray that everybody had a wonderful Passover and Feast of Unleavened Bread. That's why I hadn't been on here since then. Pray that everything went well. Your Passover went excellent. You had a great feast, and in the days of Feast of Unleavened Bread, everything just went well for you. Y'all truly blessed your holy convocations and all of the things in your meals as well. So yes, sir, indeed. But today I want to just talk to you, my brothers and sisters, about how the adversaries truly working to deceive Yah's servants and just the people of Yah. Yes, sir. There has recently in the city of Tennessee, there was a shooting at a church. It was a school / church, almost a month ago, where I think 6 people or something like that. I can't remember, y'all. I didn't really get all the way into the story. Was shot and killed by, they say, a transgender person that went into the church and shot up some students and some teachers there. But the thing here is, even with that, they have these politicians now. It was 3 of them. The situation happened in Tennessee. Well, they was up there protesting so-called gun laws and all this, gun bans and all of this stuff, which is a lot of foolishness because they're not really going out there talking about the criminal elements that's on the street with the guns. But that's another story. But I want to play one of these guys who he's being paraded around as though he's some kind of new Dr. King and a new revolutionary pastor or whatnot. But I want to show y'all something, and I want to say this to Israelites, and so-called Christians. We do have a common enemy, and I'm gonna say it like that. We have a common enemy. I might just record this. Put the title up for this video as that. I don't really know. Israelites and Christians, we have a common enemy. Now, I know, and I got a video I want to play, y'all. This short videos I want to play. Even though we may have a different in doctrine and somewhat of belief when it comes down to, because, for myself, I'm a Tanakh only, which people would call most Christians and whatnot, they would say Old Testament only, right? But we have a common enemy, brothers and sisters. We do. We have a common enemy. And like I said, even though we may dispute if, like for me, Tanakh only, if people say that Yahshua, aka Jesus, was actually anointed person, or this king, or some would say this savior or whatnot. We have disputes about that. There's no doubt. We have disputes about that, and the whole thing about whether there is a so-called New Covenant, which people call a New Testament, a New Covenant. We have disputes. Yeah, we do have our doctrine disputes and belief divisions and things, right? But one thing right now we do have in common enemy, because Christians may say they believe in the Most High, and some even say Christians that they believe that Yeshua or Jesus is God, right? And that's totally a big difference that with us Tanakh only too. We don't, and why we don't believe that either. But there's a doctrine. So they say they believe in the Father. Sometimes they will say the Father, Abba, or they believe in God, the Most High, and He's our Father and things of this nature. Because even they say that Jesus is the Son of God. So so if Him being the Son of God, they saying that God is not a physical man, but He is a male, a masculine principle or whatnot. So anyway, oh boy, we have a lot. Like I said, we have an enemy because we have people who's trying to change and go against what the principles of I'm just gonna say Bible is about. They want to change things and now want to say God is the Most High is a woman. He's a woman. And I'm going to play this clip right here. Now, like I said, I am not a Christian. I'm not a Christian, but I would have to even say it this one. I am appalled at this. I am appalled at this. Let me play y'all this clip right. Oh, snap. I cut it off. I don't know why I keep doing this. Let me find this other clip right fast. I don't know why I keep jumping off the screen before I play it. Man, they are playing our people, brother. This is from a representative from the state of Tennessee. He's actually from Memphis, Justin Pearson. Y'all been hearing about him, Justin Pearson? Now, if y'all are Christians out there, there's no way in the world that you should be standing behind him. There's no way you should be standing behind this guy.
Jesus
supporting him
is black.
Oh, my bad. I'm trying to get loaded up.
We could also say Jesus is gay.
Let me see.
Jesus
stop.
is black.
Stop. Go back. No, there's no way that you should be supporting this guy. Representative Justin Peterson. And a lot of people, they parade him around all on CNN, all these places. But you as a Bible believer, you say you believe in the Most High, you shouldn't be supporting this guy. You should not give him an ear. Well, you listen to what he's saying because you're saying he's blaspheming and all of this other foolishness and the stuff that they're promoting. That's why I said we have in common enemy. The adversary is so busy. He's working hard. He's working overtime. He getting overtime pay out the frame to deceive the servants and the people of the Most High. But like that, let's go into it now. Let's get into this right there. Let's check this out. Check this out, brothers and sisters. Let's get it.
Jesus is black. We could also say Jesus is gay.
Hold up, wait a minute. Oh. I ain't talking about the black part. I ain't talking about the black part because he said Jesus is black. That ain't my thing. Check this out, though. This is the part. When he said Jesus is gay, y'all see it down here. Justin Peterson say Jesus is gay, black, and a woman. I ain't tripping out the black part. Jesus is gay. Now, I remind you again, like I said, I am not a Christian, but I still say I am appalled at this. I'm even offended at this. You know what I mean? But maybe he meant gay and the meaning that before the late 19th century when the word gay meant happy. Maybe that's what he's saying, right? Maybe that when he said Jesus is gay, he's just saying he's happy. According to, like I said, before the 19th century, in the middle of the 18th century, the word gay actually meant happy. It didn't have nothing to do with homosexuality and all this. Then later on, after the late 19th century, it took on another meaning. So let's hear this again. I almost call him a fool, but he still is. But check this out. Let me go and play it all the way out, too. Check this out.
Gay.
Hold on, wait a
And
minute.
then
Go back.
we could also say Jesus is gay. and any other identity being humiliated. One of my students, Jacqueline Grant, said Jesus is a black woman, and she is right. Jesus is a way of talking about God's solidarity with people who are hurt and despised. This is Reverend Dr. James Cone, the father of black liberation theology. And this is in his final book. Said I wasn't going to tell nobody. Jesus is a black woman, and she is right.
Jesus is a black woman. First of all, he said Jesus is gay. Then he said Jesus is a black woman. So I guess he's saying that because for him to be gay and then be a black woman, is he saying that Jesus is a transgender? I don't know. Y'all know how this doctrine going out here by these progressive and pushing out here. But I was saying, this is why I said, brothers and sisters, we as Israelites, in all Bible, I don't care if you just saying your Bible believer, point blank, period. There is a concentrated effort to attack the foundation of the Bible, which is the foundation is the Most High. That's why we'll see, like, especially in this conscious community, they always are targeting and attacking and saying, well, I don't, a lot of them, I don't believe in this God, the God of the Bible. We see, like, especially with, like, Sinetta TV, they're always attacking the concept of God. I'm using this term God today, which I don't really like to use that word. But they're always attacking, the God principle, the whole thing about God. Why would God do this here? God is a terrorist. God is evil. The Bible, and they always say the God of the Bible. And so, and a lot of them, they don't say I'm they got people calling themselves black atheists and all of this craziness. And oh man, this whole concept of God, man made up the concept of God. Is what people say, and all of this type of thing. But my point here is, again, there's so many things they're pushing out here, and he's right. There's a woman who written a book. I was listening to another YouTube clip the other day, and they was talking about this woman who written a book saying God is a woman. Now, she used to go to church. She was a Christian at one time. Like, y'all know how they say people got this church hurt. Now they get that church hurt. Now they go and attack everything to the foundation that they have. Some Israelites to have Israelite hurt, and they go against attack everything. And most of them been messianics. They don't attack it from the standpoint where they was a Tanakh only. They attack it from the point when they was in some of these camps and all of these type of things. But that's another whole story. But and let me play one more. Give y'all one more. What this nut was talking about, and I'm gonna say it like that. This doggone nut, and this is what I'm trying to show y'all, where they're coming, and with all of this, I don't know what this is. This new age teaching. I don't know what they call it, man. I just know it's crazy as I don't know what. But here's this same guy, y'all, Justin Pearson. Let's check this out. See what he's gonna say.
Day in the state of Tennessee might last.
Well, y'all, I was glad when they said unto me, let us go into the house of the Lord. I'm so glad to be in the house of the Lord.
Now, mind you, both of those clips, the first clip I played when he said Jesus is gay, he was in a church. He was inside of a church. Here again, he's in a church. You heard him when he said it's a good thing to be in the house of the Lord. Now, you hear the people clapping. Now, let me go back a little bit. Now, he's in a church. He's inside of a church now. Yeah, this ain't outside on a podium nowhere. He's inside of a church. Now, check this out.
And when they said unto me, let us go into the house of the Lord. I'm so glad to be in the house of the Lord with you this morning. Would you mind going ahead and praying with me now? Mother God, Creator God, loving God, holy God. Convince themselves they won't have.
Hold up. Did y'all hear what he just said? Did you hear what he said? Come on, pray with me. Did y'all hear what he just said? Mother God. First, Jesus was gay, and then Jesus is a woman. Now he's saying, let's pray, Mother God. Did y'all hear that? But let's get a little bit more. A little bit more.
The house of the Lord. I'm so glad to be in the house of the Lord with you this morning. Would you mind going ahead and praying with me now? Mother God, Creator God, loving God, holy God. Convince themselves they won't have to worry about folks talking about advocating for people to get access to health care who are transgender children. The prophecy is that you'll be able to pick up the snakes of hatred, the snakes of backbiting, the snakes of bribery, the snakes of racism, the snakes of homophobia, the snakes of transphobia, the snakes of apathy against gun violence, the snakes of apathy against environmental justice, the snakes of injustice everywhere, threatening our justice everywhere. There's resurrection justice. Even in the world plagued of injustices of racism, sexism, patriarchy, xenophobia, homophobia, transphobia, and attacks on the poor.
Now, you see, he constantly keep bringing up trans. And y'all even heard him when he even mentioned about health care for trans children. Trans children, if there's such a thing. Trans, we have an enemy, Christians and Israelites and Christians. We have a common enemy out there. These adversaries are working hard. See, he's inside, even inside of a church, like y'all know I'm from the South. I gotta say it like the Southern Baptist would say. He's inside of a church, teaching this foolish saying, Mother God. Mother God. I don't know what type of church that was. I heard somebody say on one video, I was listening to a thing, and they said he was in, I don't know if that's the same one, but he was inside of a Trinitarian church. I don't know if that's the same one or not, where he was at that time. But I would have stopped right there. Whoa, brother. Wait, I'd have got up and walked out, or I was like, oh, Jack, hold up now, hold up, whoa. Like, I'm like, y'all remember Nate Dogg, right? Like, hold up. Wait, no, Doc. Oh, I don't know where you going with that one, bro. but I remember even somebody was talking about, you know, how even like Beyonce and all of them and a lot of these people, they worship the Babylonian goddess Astarte and stuff like that. The mother of heaven, as they call the mother of heaven. This woman, because I remember I used to I was hosting on another podcast that I have. And I remember years ago, somebody came in and she was trying to teach this stuff, talking about God was a woman. And they was teaching about all this androgynous stuff, this foolishness, androgynous thing. So I don't know if this, like I said, maybe they call this new age teaching. I don't know what it is. But it's not based around biblical foundation and biblical principles. That is not. It ain't. I don't know where it's coming from, y'all, but I know where it's coming from. It's coming from the adversary. Some may call it Satan. Some may call the devil. You know, in our Hebrew tradition, we just say ha-shaitan, and ha-shaitan mean that adversary. That could be him, that dude that said that. He's an adversary. He's a ha-shaitan. It could be a spiritual force. That could be a ha-shaitan. You know, so we don't talk about no man in no red suit and no pitchfork. Not here. And our Tanakh or true Israelite tradition. That's, we do know the man in the red suit, pitchfork, that's Christianity. So, but hey, you don't believe that? Hey, that's a whole nother story. That's why I said we're not here for that today. We're just trying to say that we have a common enemy. See, they don't want us to teach the true foundation of what the scriptures was saying. They go after us. Like even with the situation when you talk about they have transgender children or whatnot, they're struggling with and I remember there was something in California where they're saying that if they struggling with their sexuality, they was trying to ban people from using the Bible to counsel them. They were saying you could not, they didn't want you actually to even try to counsel, y'all know what I'm saying, have and talk with the children to help them from the scriptures to either walk them out of and talk them out of this homosexual lifestyle. You couldn't do that. They try to ban that. But you can use every other kind of doctrine to promote and try to make them and sway them into thinking that's the right thing. Ain't nothing wrong with it, but you couldn't use the Bible to use that to say, well, God says this is wrong. Whether you going into Leviticus or whether you go into Paul books, into Paul letters and epistles, and when Paul was saying that it was wrong. But we got people around here talking about teaching. Now, this is a politician, a state representative that's saying this, teaching this. And this is why I'm saying he got elders that voted him in. He going around, and I mean, y'all go look on CNN, Justin Pearson. They going around everywhere. They promote him because he talking about he's standing up for gun rights. Now that's the way into the door to get you to sit down and listen to him. But he's actually promoting something else. He's actually promoting something else. That's why everything he was talking about, trans this, homophobe this. Y'all, I'm telling y'all, man. But they don't want us to teach the Bible. They don't want us to teach the Tanakh. They don't want us to teach what the Most High says. Thus says Yah. The Most High said this is a sin. This should not be done. They do not want us to teach the commandments of the Most High. They want Yah out of the, well, I know they can't do it, but I'm meaning that they want Yah out of this. They want the Most High to be out of this country. They saying that there's even part I've heard that they were saying that God had got it wrong. Like when they speak about, homosexuality, they said God had it wrong. God is old fashioned. Huh? He said God is old fashioned. The Bible is outdated. That was old. That was the days of old. Hey man, God had it wrong. This is what they say, y'all. So they don't want us to try to teach the truth. They don't want us to try to teach the truth, help the children, try to save the children. Children can't make their own decision about what they wanted, basically almost like what they want to eat and what they can't eat, but they can go out here and make a decision if they want to cut their little penis off. Yeah, I'm saying Peter, I'm trying to trying not to say the wrong thing. Cut their penis off. They can make a decision to do that. Show you how wicked this thing is too, brothers. I was looking up something. I don't know if I got it. I was looking up and there was a state that they're trying to pass a law. I don't know if I saved this or not. I think I did. They trying to pass a law, brothers and sisters, that, no, I didn't even save it. Man, I hate that. They was trying to pass this law, though, a bill that parents, now they can take the state, the government, then these doggone Democrats, and I need to get in this about this I stay on this politics. But anyway, they trying to get it where of the children who want to have transgender surgery, and the parents is against it, and the children decide to run away or whatever, they will take the children from the parents and say that's abuse. They're trying to take the children away from the parents. If the child say, I want to have this surgery, and the parents disagree with it, they want to be able to take the children away from the parents. The parents would not have any parental rights to choose to say, nah, hey, hold now, boy. You ain't no girl. You're not a girl. God made you who you are. He made you a young man. He made you a young boy, as we use these terms. You're not no girl. The child will say, hey, they get, catch a tantrum I want to be a girl, so and so. And they run away or anything, and they trying to have shelters. These children can come stay, and the parents can't do nothing about it. Can't do anything about it. Sickness is in this land of this people, man. Sickness in the land. Sin. I remember somebody said, sin is in the order of the day. But they don't want us to teach the Bible, man. They the enemies of the Bible. They enemies of Yah. The enemies of the word of Yah. And they truly will attack you for standing on the word. I remember it used to be the people used to go around and, you don't read the Bible, you don't study the Bible. Hey man, you don't, people guys are, you don't read the Bible, you better study your Bible, so and so. Now they happy that you don't study the Bible. They don't want you to. If they can ban the Bible, they would. I've seen in certain instances in certain countries that they were trying to actually ban the Bible. Because the Bible is a fixer-upper. It will fix you. They don't want you to be fixed. They don't want you to be whole. They want you. Like I was talking about this the other night on one of the other podcasts, and I was saying how there's an anger spirit that's in this land. There's an anger spirit that is roaming in this land. These people have created anger in this land. Because I felt it. I know it because I've felt this way several times myself. I had a conversation with my coworker and I was telling him, I said, hey man, I said, brother, sometime, man, I just feel so angry, man. Like I want to just knock the fire to somebody. I feel angry, man. And he was like, you know what? I feel that way too sometime. And I was talking about, like I was saying this the other night to somebody on the podcast. I was explaining something to them. And he was like, yeah, I know what you're talking about. So I'm not the only one that's seeing this. And as we look at throughout this nation of America, we see it. Because number one, media, whether it's the television, social media, they're always promoting this, especially with number one, television is promoting. You're seeing all the time these protests and anger, and because of maybe what's going on in the political world, and we're seeing the fighting and the things that people are getting teed off and mad at. And then we're seeing out in the streets, we're seeing and wondering why a lot of our brothers out here and sisters out here are killing each other in the streets, because the world, this society is so full of anger. Everybody's teed off, mad about something. They have created an anger spirit and something of anger they have put out here. A spell of anger they have cast on the people. Everybody's teed off. Everybody. But they don't want us to try to teach the word and say, Most High bless you. That's like that's a curse word to some people. Most High bless you, my brother. Most High bless you, my sister. All praises be to the Most High Yah. They don't want you to do that, brothers and sisters. They don't want you into that. You can't do that. But the man right here talking about Mother God. Jesus is gay, and any other oppressive or downtrodden thing. I don't know what you want to call it. Man, I tell y'all the truth, man. These folks are lost their mind. And I'm gonna go here. Just to show y'all fair and balanced. Like I said, because they'll say the Old Testament, it don't matter. But I'm gonna show you this teaching stand true. Now, I'm not a Paul person, because again, I'm not a Christian, but I'm gonna show you here. Even from the standpoint of Paul Gospels, where we at right here, where we at. Now, this is from my complete Jewish study Bible here. Start at verse Romans here, 1 and 26. And it says here, this is why God have given them up to the degrading passions, so that their women exchange natural sexual relationship for unnatural. And likewise, the men giving up their natural relationship with the opposite sex, y'all. So y'all see what this going here, right? Burn with the passion for one another, huh? Men and women. They start off talking about the women exchanging their natural sexual relationship for the unnatural, meaning that women are changing their natural relationship that they're supposed to have with the opposite sex, which would be a man, right? And exchanging that to be with a woman. And it says, verse 27, it says, likewise, the men giving up their natural relationship with the opposite sex, which is what? The woman. Now it says here, now they are burning with passion for one another. Come on now. Don't we see this? And don't we see them even pushing this thing out here? It's just the Bible. This is supposed to be what they call the New Testament. Now y'all said the Old Testament is done away with, but I give it to Paul on this one. He keeping this thing with Leviticus. He keeping this right here alive. He telling you even, hey, this still stands. But this is they don't even want this to be taught anymore. Oh, this old school. That's irrelevant. But here we go. It says men committing shameful acts with other men and receiving in their own person the penalty appropriate to their perversion. What? Men committing shameful acts with other men. But 26 and 27, y'all see this? Now, that's the complete Jewish study Bible. Let's see here. Let's go to what is this? The basic English Bible. Let's go to 26 again. And let's see what it is. It basically reads the same thing. For this reason, God gave them up for evil passion. And it says the Most High gave them up. Because they desired this thing. They had a desire to do this. And he said God gave them up. God gave them over to. Now, what King James, let's go to King James. Let's see something right fast. King James. Well, King James says that, verse 26, for this cause God gave them up to vile affection. He gave them up for vile affection. Now, some Bibles I remember saying, I was trying to find that part about the reprobated mind. I forgot what verse that was. God gave them up to a reprobate mind. And I was thinking it was on this verse. And it says, even their women did exchange their natural use into that which is against nature. What they say, y'all? For even their women did exchange their natural use into that which is against nature. Nature. So whether you say that I don't believe in this whole thing about God and God this, God that, I don't believe in God. Well, whoa. You don't have to, even if you don't. What is it says here? And it's a thing about nature. Nature, the natural way of doing things, the natural order of doing things. It is against what? Nature. So you can't escape it anyway. However you want to try, if you even try to escape it and say, I don't believe in God, well, you believe in nature then? You believe in nature? You believe the things that is natural? But they are trying to, brothers and sisters, they don't want us teaching this Bible. They don't want us teaching this. I don't care what it's the. And I'm just going to straight out say it now. I don't care if it's the old, y'all say the old, the new, the in-between. They don't want us teaching this word of the Most High. They want people to be out here lost. They want the lost souls. They don't want the truth out here, brothers and sisters. They want this chaos. The enemy wants this chaos that we see that is ensuing all over the United States. And they come out here with this lie like they trying to do something, like they talk about gun control, just the violence. They a lie. They lying. Let me tell you something here. If they talk about, well, we got to stop the crime and all of this, and, they lying. Because if they stop crime, just say today, if they could somehow, some kind of way, they stop crime, and I wish we could. I wish the Most High we could. But it's all due to the Most High, whether He wanted that way or not. The Most High could. But check it out. If it did, right, it stopped, what would happen? What would happen? You wouldn't need no more police. A lot of police would lose their jobs. People stop committing crimes. Police would lose their jobs. Prosecutors would lose their jobs. Lawyers, especially criminal lawyers, would lose their jobs because wouldn't be no need of them. Because why? Because crime wouldn't be no crime. Wouldn't nobody be stealing, wouldn't nobody be robbing, nobody killing, nobody raping, nobody doing none of that stuff. So what you need a lawyer? What would you need a criminal lawyer for? Unless the only thing lawyer you may have is a civil suit. You got to have a dispute about something. He owed me some money or whatever. You might have that'd be the only thing you probably need a lawyer for. But I mean, just crime. If they stop, so it's a lot of money. Prisons start closing down because you're gonna have some empty prisons. Other than the people that's probably already in there, but you're going to have some empty prisons. So all these privatized prisons, they're going to lose a lot of money. But they lying about that. That's why I say they lying, because there's a lot of money in crime for them. So these politicians that come out and say anything to make you feel like they going to do something so you can continue to keep voting for their raggedy behinds. Like Pearson and whatever his name, Justin. And I said this because he's from the city of Memphis, where I reside. And I was telling my brothers at work the other day, I said, well, because they show a video with him earlier. Let me get to this video. I'm going to pull this video back up. They showed a video with him earlier when he was younger, looking like Carlton Banks. I'm going to show you how they playing the game. Looking like old young Carlton Banks, right? That's how he was. I'm not. But now all of a sudden he want to act like he's a Black Panther or something. Like he from the Black Panther Party. It's a game that these people are playing. I got to get this commercial out of here. Let me see. Now you want to act like he's a part of the Black Panther Party or something. Like I said, when the people voted him in, they didn't ask for you to be no doggone activist. That if he wanted to be an activist, hey, like I said, man, he should have got him some billboards and things of this nature and got his tail out there. And then you and your little afro and all that, that's fine. You can go ahead and be an activist. But the people voted you in to do a job, to get the economy, to bring in some money to help boost the economy and whatever else, to bring programs to the city of Memphis and make the livelihoods of the American people, or not the American people, the city of Memphis better, especially your constituents who voted you in. They didn't vote your little raggedy black tail in there so you could go running around acting like like I said, again, you a damn Black Panther, like you damn somebody for a Black Lives Matter. They didn't ask you to be no damn activist. That's your damn problem. That's why you're not getting anything done up in Nashville. That's why them people try to kick your black behind out, because you run around there with bull horns and all of this stuff on the damn floor when they trying to conduct business, talk about getting funds and all of this, but you running around here like you at a Black Lives Matter a rally. I'd have kicked your tail out too. So like I said, if you want to be an activist, get you some billboard signs and whatever else you need, and get your marching shoes and protest and go on out there and do that. But when you are elected to be elected official, a representative, because that's what you say, you're a representative. And what you're supposed to do, go and represent the will of the people. The people are looking, man, food prices are high. taxes are too daggone high. Now they want to talk about building a new hospital here in the city of Memphis, $1 billion some dollars, and then talking about probably raising the property taxes. People are struggling already. Jobs are, people are losing their jobs. Companies are closing down because of a lot of crime. Let me throw this in here right fast. Seen in Chicago that Walmart, a couple of Walmarts, they said half of the Walmarts in Chicago will be closing down. And they said they're losing a lot of profit. And people around in the black community around there kicking, hollering, and screaming, that ain't right, that ain't fair. Let me tell y'all something. Let me say something to you. Let me say something. That's those folks' business. I mean, what I mean, that's Walmart. That's their company. See, here's something we got to do. You getting mad at somebody else because they want to close down their business. That's their business. That's their business. That ain't fair. I seen it even on the thing. They talk about they're being selfish. How they being selfish when if them folks saying that they are losing money, millions of dollars because of fools coming in there stealing? I know it's going to inconvenience a lot of people. I can understand that. But remember now, Walmart, the people, they're investing their money to buy goods to bring to you so you can have these goods. But you got people coming in there, they're stealing and all of this stuff, and they're losing money. Now y'all might talk about make it out of a black and white issue. Well, there's a brother had a clothing store called City Gear here in this city. They have broken that man's store 3 times. A black brother now. We always talking about supporting black business. He had and most of the clothing stores you have here are mostly owned, ran, and operated by the Arabs and, those people, foreigners. But the brother has a store. They have went in there and drove cars and busted the man windows and empty out this man's store 3 different times. He said, you know what? I got to hang it up. They broke in the man's store 1 week and came back another week right after that, hit him again. As soon as he stocked the store up, they came right back and hit him again. He said, y'all know what? I can't take it. I just got to shut down. I can't do this. So you talk about making out a black and white issue. See, this is y'all game again. We play the black and white issues a little bit too daggone much. It ain't always about that. Now, here's a black man got to close because of crime. And he's getting robbed by black folks. Yeah, he's getting robbed, his store, by other black folks that's doing this. So he got to close. So you getting mad about Walmart and all this closing. Hell, people ain't just going to keep spending no damn money and they keep going to lose money. Come on now. I know it's everybody ain't doing it and everybody's not doing it. But we got to realize people are losing money because of this stuff. And there's a deeper reason. I'm not going to get into this on this podcast. Y'all got to go and check me out on my other podcast, Culture Freedom Radio Network, that I actually on Blog Talk Radio, but you can catch it on iHeart Radio, TuneIn Radio. Let me see here, Pandora. Just Google Culture Freedom Radio Network. That's my other podcast I have. And I'm starting back doing some YouTube videos on there. But that's the other one. That's for now when I get down with my politics and all of the other stuff. Now, it's a little bit raw and uncut. It's a little bit raw and uncut. But, hey, I give it to you. I ain't going to play with it. I ain't going to play with it now. But, yeah. But let me get back to my point. I got to hear him get out. I'm going to get out of here. You can't get mad at somebody else when it's somebody else's stuff. You can't get mad for somebody else. That's their stuff. And this is the problem with us in the black community. Let's get us some stuff for ourselves. You got mega churches. You giving all this money to mega churches talking about a building fund. A building fund. Hell, we don't need no more mega churches. That building fund, let's buy some stuff for the community. Let's buy our own grocery stores. We got to worry about if you say, white folks closing their stuff, taking stuff out of your community. Hell, you have your own. But it looked for me, it's embarrassing. When I seen these videos, they standing up there, black folks up there, pastors and all this, city council members and all of these stuff, and aldermen's up there all about, that's not fair. Walmart, y'all being selfish. I'm like, I gotta take my gun. I'm like, what? Huh? They being selfish because they tired of losing money? Yeah, they maybe have insurance. Like somebody said, yeah, they have insurance, but insurance only pay back so much. They don't give them the whole full benefit. But still, again, don't nobody want you to keep taking their stuff, man. This is why we have commandments. As it say, thou should not steal, or you should not steal. Don't go around there taking other folks' stuff. Your mama and your daddy, you know how we say it out in the South, mama them, your mother them have told you don't put your hands on stuff that don't belong to you. We all been raised and told that. Don't put your hands on stuff that don't belong to you. Get it? When they used to see you back in the day, like, put that down. That ain't yours. Don't put your hands on stuff that don't belong to you. So if you get mad about something, you need to start preaching that message that we got to stop stealing. If you ain't going to teach nothing else from the Bible, then, if you ain't going to teach nothing else from the Torah, tell black folk, and I know I might piss some folks off, but like, hey, it is what it is. I'm not the one here that's going to sugarcoat you. If we're going to tell black folk to quit stealing, and I ain't saying black folk the only one, but if we talk about stuff being taken away from the black community, ain't no white folk coming way in no black neighborhoods taking nothing now. Oh, no, sir. I ain't see. I live in the what y'all call the hood. I don't see that now. Even the Walmart that was here, they had 22 people ran up in 22 people. They had 20 cars with 22 people and ran up in a Walmart and ramshacked it. All of them on camera. But so-called African Americans, so-called blacks. Some might say they were so-called Israelites. They say because some people teach that. These camps might say, oh, every black person in America, they Israelites. Well, them Israelites ran up in then Walmart and stole them folks' stuff. So we're going to teach our people, keep your hands off of stuff that don't belong to you. If we ain't going to teach nothing else from the Bible, from the Tanakh, from whatever you want to call, keep your hands off of other folks' stuff. And that way, people ain't got to be closing down their businesses because they cannot maintain. And people won't lose their jobs. People won't lose their jobs because the jobs are closing because of these lawbreakers, these commandment breakers. These sinful folks that's breaking y'all's commandment. So we got some work to do, brothers and sisters. We gonna a lot of us, y'all doing your job. Some of y'all out there, y'all doing your job. You're doing your due diligence. Don't stop doing your due diligence, trying to teach the Most High's word, trying to teach those commandments, and trying to get our people back to righteousness. Continue to keep doing your job because they might not. Some people might hear it and it's going in the back of their brain, and one day they're gonna realize, hey, you know what? I remember that brother was teaching, trying to tell me. He was trying to talk. A man said, not just me. I'm just saying. They was like, man, I remember that brother was on the corner that was saying this and saying that. You know what, bro? Man, I wish I had a listen. They might be in the penitentiary now. I got life, but they're going to say, man, I wish I had a listen to that brother. I remember that brother used to be saying, man, how we got to stop all this doing this, how stop all the, man, I had a listen, man. But, now they got to give their life to Yah in the penitentiaries and start living the righteous life in the penitentiary because they ain't getting out. But at least their souls are going to be turned to Yah. But they should have listened long time ago. But I know I was there. That's why I'm here now. Because I finally woke up and I, wait a minute, man. This ain't right. This ain't right. But I had to go through. As the Christians say, sometimes we got to go through. Sometimes y'all got to let us go through so it can really, really, really get our attention. Sometimes we allow us to get put in a situation so we can really listen to what Yah is telling us. I remember, brothers, we used to be in the jailhouses, and I remember brothers used to say that. Now, I kind of woke up from that. Brother had made a point. He'd like say, Yah we used to have prayer circles. And we was in jail. We had a little prayer circle. Everybody used to come and say, Yah put me here, or the Most High put me here, because he was trying to reach me when I was on the street, and I didn't want to listen. So he put me in this, he put me here, or allowed me to come here so he can talk to me. And now I can listen because I'm in this cell. You might have a cell, or you might be in the cell by yourself. So now I don't have a choice, and I'm not distracted by all this stuff out here in society that's, out here in the street. Now I get a chance to listen to what the Most High is telling me and trying to present to me. Now I ain't got a choice. I don't have a choice. So and that's what brother said, he put me here, or allowed me to be put in here so I can listen to him. And hey, sometimes, brothers and sisters, that's how it is. You distracted by all the other things your homie them putting words in your this all in your ear, social media and this thing, and you don't want to listen. Y'all don't give you plenty of signs now. He gave you plenty of signs. He gave you plenty of warnings, but hey, you too distracted out here with the world. So some things will happen to you to get your attention. You've been given a little warning the first time. Might get in a little car accident, might just tow your bump off or something like that, and you didn't get injured that time. But then, okay, something else happened. Here you go again. Something might happen, man. Now you got seriously injured. Y'all was trying to give you signs and warnings. Now you got there laid up in the hospital. This all broke up, that all broke. Hey, we was like, hey, I've been trying. You got to get your life straight, dog. Get off them pills. Get off that weed. Get off that strong alcohol. I've been trying to warn you now. The first time now, I just let you get in a little accident and just tore your bump off your car. Now, I see that. You didn't want to listen. Now, you see what happened. Now, you laid up in here. Both your legs broke. Your ribs all busted up. I was trying to warn you. So I just had to, take my, what to say, like Job, I had to take my head away from around you because you didn't want to listen to what I was trying to tell you now. When I was trying to warn you, your mama was trying to tell you. Your daddy was trying to tell you. You even had your homie over there. Your girlfriend or your boyfriend was trying to tell you, hey, you need to stop. But you didn't want to listen to them. I don't want to hear all that preaching. I don't know what all that preaching. Go on, move away from me with all that preaching. Okay. You didn't want to listen? I'm going to take my head away from around you. Now I'm going to let the adversary do what he got to do to you. Now he going to take your life like he told Job. You can do what you want to, but don't take his life. Don't take his life, but go ahead and get him. Go ahead and get him, because he ain't going to listen. He a hard head. Isaiah. Hard head. No, Ezekiel, I'm sorry. Ezekiel, these are hard head, stiff-necked people, huh? They won't even listen to me, Isaiah. Let's get there. Let me get there right fast. I like that one like that. I like that one, Isaiah. They won't even listen to me, a hard-head, stiff-necked people. And it's funny, y'all, and it ain't funny, but I'm saying it in a other way. How it was said that so-called black people are the most spiritual people on the planet. The most spiritual, and it used to be said the most spiritual, most religious people on the planet. Now it is said that now is black people don't want to even have nothing to do with the Bible. Majority of the black don't even want to have to do nothing with the Bible. I don't believe in God. I don't get down with that, man. Get on away from me with that God stuff. Okay. Let me pull this up, y'all. Get my e-sword right here. Let's go. Let's look at this. This is my complete Jewish Bible, and how you see how I read out the way. I always have to let y'all know where it's coming from. My complete Jewish study Bible, and it says it like this here. Talking about Ezekiel call. He said, starting at verse 1, chapter 2. I'm sorry, brother. So this is chapter 2, verse 1. he said to me, talk about the Most High, human being, some of them has son of man, stand up. I will speak with you. As he spoke with me, a spirit entered me and put me on my feet, and I heard him who was speaking to me. He said, as King James would say, son of man, but this one says human being. I am sending you to the people of Israel, that nation of rebels who have rebelled against me. They and their ancestors have been transgression against me till this very day. Verse 4 said, because they are deviant, hard-hearted children. I am sending you, and you are to tell them, here is what, as this has says, Adonai Elohim says. Whether they listen or not, this rebellious house will still know that a prophet has been amongst them. What it says, this rebellious house, because it said that Israel is a nation of rebels. Now, people always talk about how black we know we the children, black people, we know we the children of Israel because of Deuteronomy 28 and all that stuff, right? They say they teach about Deuteronomy 28 and all of these type of things, right? Well, like I always say, the reason I can say black folks is the children of Israel because that is so true. We are hard-headed. I mean, hard-headed. I'm gonna say it. I gotta get country, y'all. Y'all don't mind me? Can I get country with it? I said they are a pure D. Hard-headed. My daddy used to say, what do you call this? He used to say, I forgot what he used to say, y'all. It was on my mind and it slipped off just that fast. Rock-headed. That's what he said, boy. Rock-headed. A rock-head, boy. That's our people. We trying to tell our people, you try to give our people the warning of what's will become of them if they keep on acting like they doing. Oh, wait a minute, man. Oh, man, all praise to the Most High just made me think about something. Let me come up out of this. Made me think about something when I was talking about Walmart. I need to go into this. Oh, man, I got to do another video on this one. But I'm going to throw this in here right fast. We was talking about in Adversary and Deuteronomy. Maybe I should have went there. Let me pull it up. The curses, right? All praise to the Most High. Man, just made me think. And I was just talking about these Walmarts, these stores and stuff that are leaving. And just remembered how it was talking about the crops and all of this stuff. And there was a drought. And even going to Jeremiah, I got so many things, boy, going in my mind right now with these scriptures. That, y'all said he was going to curse the land, that your crops and all of these wouldn't grow. At that time, he was talking about your crops and stuff wouldn't grow, and you're going to lose a lot of things. It just made me think about all of these grocery stores. As they talk about grocery stores and stuff that's closing down in the black community. I'm going to say that because I got to get this jazz right. Let me see here, because he was talking about the curses that was going to come on our people. Man, and they was going to lose. I got to get these scriptures right. It just was popping up in my mind as I was just sitting here. And I even think about, even today, we talk about curses and why, like I said, he says, I got to get it right, y'all. My bad, y'all. I'm being distracted. But how a lot of things that in the land, I know we'll talk about in the land of Israel, but we look at these things and how all of this disobedience that we're doing in the so-called black community, and then you see, like I said, the stealing and all that, because stealing is what? A violation of the commandments. A violation of the commandments, right? And many other things that go along how we're transgressions, the Most High's commandments, his mitzvot, his statutes and things that is in ordinance. And we're seeing when these, as they talk about Walmart is leaving, which provide jobs and food and things of this nature and other goods, merchandise for those respectful communities which they reside. And now we're going to keep talking about the black community because that's what the ones that people are complaining, majority in the black community. Now, is that not a part of some of the curses? And people always say the curses. Is that not a part of the curses? Because we having a high immorality that's happening in our community. We see the high immorality going against Yah's commandment in the communities, in our respectful communities, in our hoods, amongst our people. Is Yah using places like Walmart to say, listen, okay, I'm going to utilize you. Take that away from them. Because they don't want to listen to me. Whether it's the pastor, the Israelite brothers on the street, the Israelite brothers and sisters who's on YouTube, wherever they are, they're trying to tell our people, come back to the statutes, as they say, the statutes and laws and commandments of the Most High. They don't want to listen to them. They want to keep doing out here, going in their folly and their foolishness. So I tell you what, instead of blessing them abundantly, take that away from them. Take it away. Get it out of there. Close it down. Get up out of there. I'm going to curse the land. You know, the scripture said about cursing the land, the cattle, the crops, and all of these type of things. Take it away. But, you know, we got to modernize it, though. Because we know we're not having any farms and things of this nature. So our stores are, you know, those type of things. So take it on out of there. I'm going to have to get deep into that and put that together. But just my wheels are spinning right. We'll start to spinning on that. I got to get the scriptures just right with that. Just think about that. Y'all put that together. Somebody can put that together. Just think about that one, though, brothers and sisters. All right, I'm gonna get out of here, but I just would share that with y'all, brothers and sisters. Hey, man, we got a common enemy, though. Israelites, those of us who Israel said we Israel, and those who in the Christian community right now. I said, I know our doctrines. We got that doctrinal difference thing, but far as what is happening, what they're trying to do, take away or trying to take away. But we are preaching a message from the Creator, from our power, from what we say the Bible, the documents that we have from the Bible. They want to go against that. Either they saying they don't want us to be basically teaching the truths of it. You're going to have to, you can't teach that, man. You got to water that down. Or even they're trying to pretend and they're twisting it in their own perverted way by talking about, we in the church today and Mother God this and coming at, is that not one of the Gospels? Wolves in sheep clothing. Wolves in sheep clothing. A wolf pretending, coming in even in the church. As y'all say, the church of the Lord, coming in the church, pretending to be a servant of the Most High, expecting y'all to come like he preaching a sermon, but he's teaching a lot of foolishness, wickedness. Y'all heard him, how he was up there trying to preach. Let me see. Let me get a part. Let me see. Oh, I forgot. This is the part I'm supposed to be showing y'all, and I gotta go. This is what I'm saying. He was like coming in here like Carlton Banks. Check this out.
Voices, dissenting voices, voices that may be more liberal or more conservative, in order that we can reach a point of sort of the radical middle.
Seem like the NRA and gun lobbyists might win.
Hold up, but y'all see the wolf in sheep clothing? Hold up, see that, y'all? He went from Carlton Banks to, I don't know, somebody out of the 70s, Black Power revolutionary dude, now with the afro and all this. Check this out. Let's go back. Look at him. Clean cut brother right there. There you go. Look at him. His message, even voice style have changed. Let's go back, brothers and sisters.
Dissenting voices, voices that may be more liberal or more conservative, in order that we can reach a point of sort of the radical middle.
Seem like the NRA and gun lobbyists might win. But that was good news for us. I don't know how long this Saturday in the state of Tennessee prophecy might last.
Well, y'all, I was glad.
See that? Y'all see how he acting right there like he preaching? Huh? Like he coming in there to preach you a good message. Like he preached a good message. Ain't saying nothing anyway. But he acting like he's a Dr. King. Y'all see that? Now he was acting like he's Dr. Martin Luther King in his speech. But now look at it. He all in the church like he finna really preach. You know how they be saying, preach, preacher, preach, preacher. Like, watch him. Now, look, there you go again. Check it out.
When they said unto me, let us go into the house of the Lord. I'm so glad to be in the house of the Lord with you this morning. Would you mind going ahead and praying with me now, Mother God, Creator God, loving God, Holy God?
What this thing? What the song say, y'all? Oh, man, I thought I was sharing it with y'all. My bad, y'all. I thought I was sharing it. My bad. I thought I was sharing it. But anyway, what the thing say, y'all? It's a shame. I ain't no good singer, y'all. But that song says, I ain't gonna sing it. It's a shame how they mess around with your heart. It's a shame. Y'all heard it. It's a shame how they mess around with your heart. And it's a shame how they trying to mess around with your soul. I'm out of here. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. Let's keep up the good fight, brothers. Let's fight. Let's fight for the will of Yah. Let's fight for making sure we keep standing on the principles of what the Bible is all about, and that is to make sure that we teach Yah's teaching, his commandments, because Torah actually is being the teaching and instruction. We got to give the people Yah's instructions so they can learn how to live a life according to the Creator, because he created you, so he know how your life should go. Because if he's created you, because we have a lot of people, we have malfunction. Y'all, we like a computer right now a robot who have malfunction, and the Creator is trying to bring us back into the lab and fix that, like they have cars that have recalls. We have a recall on some human beings out there, and the Bible is recalling you to come back. The scriptures is recalling you to come back. So you can run right. Oh, hallelujah. So you can run right and run back, run as the manufacturer, who is Yah, wants you to run like he was prescribed to run from the beginning. But something somehow, somebody don't creep in with the wrong microchip or something and insert it in you and hack you. Don't hack your mind, hack your spirituality, and oh man, don't take you off the path. So there's a recall. There's a recall from Yah. He'll fix it. No, the Christians had a song says, Yahshua will fix it. He'll fix it for you. But I gotta say, I like that song. But we're going to have to correct that song and say, the Most High, Yah, will fix it. Oh, yes, sir. He will fix it for you. Only if you let him fix it. Hallelujah, hallelujah. All praise is due to the Most High, Yah. Shalom, brothers and sisters. See y'all next time.